Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Luck on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
He's going to get it running right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Buck Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott now on 2nd down. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Hustle. Then we're going to 53.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Let's go, get out.
Prescott on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down, Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Here we go, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Bernard. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Locke. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Tempo.
A shotgun snap for Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now. We're going to 54.
They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Luck now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A give. This is Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. On first down, it's Long. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Love. He'll rifle this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On first and 10, Luck. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
12.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Ross to return. He can't get him down.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 24. Now Prescott. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It was 1-54.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Martin the punter now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with a give to Allen. He finds an opening past the 40. Buck Allen. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Buck Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now here's Ross. And fights through one man. A second nice move. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
they go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Rolling, rolling.
On second down, here's Locke. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 50, it's Locke. On the screen, Bernard. And he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Luck on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. He's at the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Throwing. Prescott. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On first down, Love. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
11Z.
From the gun on third down, Love. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Larry Fitzgerald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Let's go, get out, get out. Let's go, 46. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
46.
On second down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, running here with Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Luck now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a carry for Allen. And an alley to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the toss, Bernard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.